It's our top 15 games of E3. I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
We're the NOLAnerds.
And welcome
to
E3 coverage.
Nice.
Yeah.
So why don't we lay down some ground rules, because
We love laying down ground rules.
we do. We have rules to our things that we do. By the way, this is part 1. That's the first rule.
Maybe we should have led with that.
Yeah, well, you know what? So, we are only choosing games that were shown with gameplay. So, if it was just a CG trailer, not on the list. So, please don't write us angry emails about why we did not include Shenmue 3 or Final Fantasy 7 Remake or...
Actually, we could use the email. Send us emails about why Shenmue and Final Fantasy 7 are not on the list.
What other things were CG only, though? Recon. That's not on the list because that was just video. Also, only games that were shown at the major press conferences. There were 7 of them this year. But, you know, if it wasn't there, it's not going to be on the list. So that's why something like, say, Metal Gear Solid 5 is not on the list.
Well,
You know.
it was just a trailer.
No. Yeah, it was just... No, but they had a big gameplay blow. Doesn't matter. Not on the list because it wasn't shown on one of the 7 press... It was 7 press conferences.
I know.
8 if you count PC, which no one counted because that was garbage.
No, I sat through all.
Did you?
Yeah, most of them.
Not the PC one.
I fell asleep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's start. So, number 15, because we're doing 15. Most people do 10, but it's 2015, so why not do 15? It's the edge that sets us apart, Chris.
Jeez,
it's the differentiator.
Is that it?
Yeah. All right. So, number 15. What is it, Chris?
According to our notes, it's Kingdom Hearts the Third.
It is Kingdom Hearts the Third. Surprisingly, it actually did have a gameplay trailer interspersed with it's normal bullshit.
Let's be real. It's mostly bullshit.
Here's the thing about Kingdom Hearts. I've never wanted to play a game more that when you actually play it, I don't know what's going on.
That's a very...
It is the most incomprehensible game, and yet I love it so much.
That's very true. I've never been more interested in a game that I've wanted to play that I've cared the least about the story.
Right? It's so weird. And then the trailer, they even ratcheted up the ridiculous levels. Some of your summon attacks are just straight up Disney Park rides now. You can attack them with the teacup ride. And I think the best thing I ever saw was the picture someone took with the train ride, and then the caption said, "The hype is so real, it's an actual train you can ride now."
Let's talk about number 14. The wild card this year, Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah, every year Ubisoft has their one more thing. It's like what they're known for. The big conferences usually have it too, but Ubisoft makes it like that's their thing. I believe it started a couple years ago with Watch Dogs. They followed it up with The Division. They followed it up last year with Rainbow Six Siege. And this year is a brand new Ghost Recon Wildlands game. And if there's one thing I've realized I love, it is that open world games with drop-in, drop-out co-op are my jam.
Ghost Recon, it was very telling that we couldn't tell what game was being played initially. There were just so many options, and
we thought it was Splinter Cell. You thought it was briefly a new Far Cry.
I hoped, but I think that Ghost Recon's been gone long enough since the last Connect one with the gunsmith that it's kind of circled back around to getting fresh, and as a result, you know, they're just the different ways to play and the expansiveness of the world, I think,
and the fact that it's seamless with friends in that you can do everything, because lots of games have the which approach do you want to take method. You know, you can stealth it, you can go all assault, a combination of the two, but then you add that with the co-op aspect and the expansive open world, it just looks awesome. And the fact that they debuted it with gameplay, that's just good times.
Agreed.
Number 13 is probably going to go down as one of the most insane games that got announced this year, Super Mario Maker. They announced it last year briefly, and people just kind of brushed it off because it's like Little Big Planet for Mario. You make your own Mario levels, and that's cool. But this year they upgraded the name too. It's now called Super Mario Maker, and they debuted it in the best way possible at their brand new Nintendo World Championship, where it was the finals. And man, that game is absurd.
It's one of those things that's barely a game when you look at it, but the level of customization and detailing that you can make from your levels are
Ridiculous.
stunning.
And what's really cool is you can flip between the original Mario, the Mario 3 method, the Super Mario World method, and the new Super Mario World, the Wii version ones. And each of them have their own physics of their game, and you can swap between them on the fly, upload your levels for others to play. And I think the best thing they ever did was you can't upload a level unless you completed it yourself, which is really going to drop down the troll levels.
Yeah, because I was going to make a level that was just an infinite drop to nothing.
And that's why people like you are not allowed to do anything.
Well, it's cool, but really,
the reason it's lower on the list is because it's not
really a game. It's like saying Gary's Mod was the game of the year when it came out.
Right. Let's move on to what number is that? 12?
Yeah.
12. The Division. It has a tagline now. When society falls, we rise.
Sure do.
It's another Tom Clancy game.
Yep, another gritty shoot 'em up.
It's lower on the list just because this will now have been the third year it's been present. So it's just the time to come out. We're ready to play you. Delays for a better game are a necessary evil, but when it's your 33 in a row, the hype levels it's hard to remain consistent. That said, the new gameplay mode they announced, where it's basically just the Friendship Ruiner simulator, where you can quit a team and team kill and steal everyone's loot.
Yeah.
Right at the drop point.
Yeah, that's gonna be very problematic.
I can picture right now, Chris and I will have beaten something, and I will quit and kill him and steal everything, and he will drive to my house and physically punch me in the face.
Punch you right.
And that'll be okay.
No, it won't.
Because that is what the game was made for.
Because I'll still be mad.
No.
Yeah.
Because I'll make you smile.
No.
And then I'm off the hook.
No.
That's how it works.
Nah. But the Division, we've seen it. They didn't show anything new that we haven't seen, but it still looks
pretty... Except the new mode that I literally just talked about.
Yeah, but that's not a mode. That's just a thing.
Ubisoft had a really good conference this year for us. I know some people aren't big fans of them, but they actually debuted a new IP as well. And at number 11, it is that IP. It's For Honor. You get to choose from, I believe, 4, which would, For Honor. I'm coining that right now. It's 4 spelled like the number. 4 different teams of historical thing. You can be a Viking, you can be a Centurion, a Knight, or a Samurai. And then it's a team-based game mixed with a bunch of minions as well, and then it's deathmatch. But with a really cool parrying system.
Did you see the Deadliest Warrior? Deadliest Warrior.
We thought it was Deadliest Warrior the game, and so we were not excited at all.
It's Deadliest Warrior, but with more care brought to it than not at all. And just the way the different fighting styles kind of worked their way through.
And it looked like it was just, once you get on the one-on-one or the one-on-two, and the way that the actual sword fighting breaks down and how intricate it was. And your favorite part is the care when you're going for the decapitation.
And there's that moment of pause right before you cut right through the neck.
That's the attention to details that matter so much. Instead of just the normal games where it's a clean swipe, he goes in and there's that one little pause, and you're like, oh, that's where he's cutting the bone. I don't know. It's really bloody and looks amazing.
Yes.
So that is that's part 1.
Hey.
So to recap, we got Kingdom Hearts 3, Ghost Recon Wildlands, Super Mario Maker, The Division, and For Honor. So check out part 2, which is probably going to be somewhere on the internets. I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
We're the NOLAnerds. What?
That's awful.
Yeah, that's a terrible ender.
Yeah.
Try it again.
There you go.
What?
No, that's the same thing.
It's better.
All
Has
right.
a little more life to it.